Jawhar, obviously we were just talking about the kind of strength of the running back room through these past 2 weeks going into week 3. What do you think has been the most consistent thing that you've seen out of all three of you guys, and how Coach kind of just said you guys have been one of the more unselfish units that he's ever worked with?
This is basically we just elevate each other's game, just let each other know like if we're doing something wrong off the field, on the field, just keeping each other accountable each and every day, and we just try to get each other better.
Jawhar, Coach Barkley a minute ago was talking about you may not be real big, but you can run over people. And he said one way to do that is to use your velocity to make yourself bigger. That was an interesting concept to me. I wondered if that kind of struck with you too, to think that way.
Yeah, you just play fast. Like at this size, you just gotta play fast, play hard, be relentless, and that's basically what I do. And I don't take the game for granted. So each and every play, I just play hard as I can, and that's what it is.
Devin, you got here. You were here for all spring, I believe, correct?
Yes, sir.
How long did it take for you to get adjusted, to the defense, to being here, and then when kind of the injuries started happening and you knew you were going to have your opportunity, how do you feel like you performed?
Coming into the spring initially, I was trying to get the hang of a new system and just understand it. I felt like I got adjusted to it pretty early, fine. And once the injury happened and just people were saying next man up, I feel like I started to take like a big step forward and just do what I needed to do and just try to bring an intensity to like every day if possible.
Neither you guys, I don't think, has ever played against Indiana. Have you watched film on them yet? What do you know about them? What have you seen from them that impresses you or at this point?
Okay. Yeah, we have watched a good amount of film pretty early. We know so far that they are an option team from the film we've gone off of from last year's offense. They've been a heavy option team. They're really good at operating and putting the mesh together and trying to take people off their assignments and focus on getting one-on-one situations. So we're going to take a big emphasis on that and just do what we got to do.
It's a big and physical team. We know that they play hard. We got to match their intensity. And it's the same team that stuck with Ohio State in the first half of the game. So we know it's going to be a good competitive game.
Devin, they've been playing two quarterbacks in their first two games. Do you see any differences in the quarterbacks, or are they just trying to do the same thing, just playing two different guys?
The way the approach that we're going to take to this, we're going to assume that they're going to do the same thing, that either quarterback can run the option just as fine or just go with the traditional style of run or pass offense. So we're not going to take anyone for granted and assume they're going to do something different. We're going to come with the same intensity no matter who it is back there.
Jawhar, Chris was just talking about, Isaac when he came in, kind of helping you learn the playbook. I guess what has Isaac added to this room, and what's that been like? And, getting to compete with him and work with him so far this season.
And Isaac brings that size, that different factor that we needed. Like me and Maurice kind of have similar games, so bringing Isaac in, he can change the pace of the game. He can be more physical than us. He got speed too, so Isaac is a big game changer.
Or when there are three of you, three guys, or well, actually four, but three that have been getting a lot of reps, how hard is it to be patient? Because I think in Georgia Tech you didn't get a carry for a bit, and then you broke off the big one, and the other night it was kind of the same way. How hard is it to be patient and to be a good teammate knowing that the others are going to get chances?
For myself, it's not too hard. I mean, I trust in the game plan. I trust in Coach Brown, what he has planned. So if he feels like I need 8 carries and throw the ball more, then I trust it. So I just trust in the game plan. That's it.
Devin, you mentioned how it can be in that option offense and that the defense needs to do what they need to do. How challenging is it when you face an option offense? I mean, what's the mindset got to be to make sure you stay locked in and disciplined?
Well, the biggest challenge when facing an offense like that that's going to create one-on-one scenarios is that all 11 have to do their job at all times. You can't have just 10 or 9. It's got to be all 11 guys. And just having just certain people know what their key is, who they're going to take in certain reads is going to be really essential to stopping this offense overall.
I use a ball control type team. They want to really use up the clock. How important is third down? You know, third down's obviously important every week, but especially this week because how they like to sit on it.
Yeah, third down is a big emphasis we talked about. We got to eliminate the third and short situations, like no less than 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4s. Like if we keep them beyond that and we force them to play from their option play style, then I feel like we can get our offense back the ball because they're going to want to keep the ball away from our offense. They're going to do their thing, drive, score. I believe in them. Our defense does too.
Devin, Jalen Lucas for them, it feels like, you know, they've got weapons, but he's the guy. He's a small back, but he's quick, he's fast. Just what is the key to kind of slowing him down?
Well, we talked about it a great deal, and the key is just to know where 12 is at all times. Like, he's their game changer. We know he's their guy. We got to take, like, big focus. You can't have a little mental, like, mistake. You got to know where he is at all times and know if he's going to be the dive guy or pitch guy, or even if they might send him out to run a route. We got to know where he's at all times. And I feel like just having all 11 guys alert, communicating before plays, just doing what we practice is going to, like, really help us in the game.
Devin, for the with the exception of that second quarter against Georgia Tech, you guys have played really good defense over the first couple of games of the season. How much of a confidence boost has it given you guys knowing that you've played mostly really solid fundamental defense to start the season?
That's a huge confidence boost. I feel like just coming back and playing a strong half of defense like that really lets your defense know who they are, like from a standpoint like we know we're fast, we know we're physical. Just coming back from like a deficit like that really lets you know that you have a tough team that can, when their back's against the wall, just stand firm and just hold it down. That's what, like, we feel good about that. Thank you.
Thank you.